What's going on, everybody? It's Blockchain Bullz, and today we're going to do a video on Algorand. So if you're excited about this video, you can crush up the like button. And also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to Blockchain Bullz. Brand new channel, lots going on here. We've talked about Algorand on this channel before. The price was a lot better than it is now in terms of acquisition, but it's still fairly decently priced here. It's currently the number 42 cryptocurrency with a $1.695 billion market cap, sitting just under 1.7. It is sitting at $1.20 per coin, and I'm going to explain to you why I like this project and why I think it can go to $15. And I'm just going to give you a reasonable way to forecast the price of Algorand moving forward. But you could see this massive price spike. Thankfully for me, I was accumulating around this range right here. And that was, well, actually maybe it was December when it first got released onto Coinbase. And I got into it because I like staking and I wanted to see how the staking rewards worked. And it was actually one of the better payouts for staking on Coinbase, along with Cosmos. And, you know, they have a couple others on there, Tezos, that you can stake. But I went into Algorand, and I've had nothing but positive things to say about that, because obviously the price was down here in the 30s and now it's sitting at 117. Anytime you get a chance to get it on a pullback, that's always good, but it did spike up here in the last week. If you really want to get into it, it went from 72 cents all the way up to as high as 126, 129, almost 130. So let's talk about Algorand. If you watch my other video, this may not necessarily be as useful to you, but it is an MIT project. It is a proof of stake protocol. So you can see right here, I compare it to the likes of Cardano and even Ethereum, Polkadot. It's on that you know, kind of wavelength right there. So it's a developer platform, technology that enables frictionless finance. We are the technology company that built and developed the first open, permissionless proof of stake blockchain protocol that, without forking, provides the necessary security, scalability, and decentralization. Because previously, in order to make a necessary adjustment to scale the blockchain, they'd have to fork, right? Well, they come in here and they solve that problem so they can scale without having to fork, because that was a big issue with the Bitcoin blockchain. Was every time we always had to have these forks, Bitcoin Cash, et cetera, et cetera. So now we have Algorand comes along, and here's basically the way you can look at this. It's like you could buy the 2014 Lamborghini Ethereum and, you know, soup it up and modify it and, you know, make it run a lot faster. But you're paying a lot more for Ethereum than you are for Algorand, or you just buy the brand new Lamborghini and soup it up for a lot better price. It's kind of like that, because one needs to be renovated. Ethereum blockchain needs to be renovated. Now, granted, they have a lot more going for it, like legacy, and they have Vitalik, and they have all that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that miner fees are really high, and there's a lot of issues with that on the Ethereum blockchain. And they've had to go to ETH2, which is kind of confusing for a lot of people. Well, now you have Polkadot, Cardano, Algorand, and some other projects solving that problem. And so I think that this project here can totally compete with, at the very least, Cardano's market cap. But you can see they've got smart contracts. Algorand standard assets are standard blockchain assets with customizable options directly in layer 1. So that's good, because we know about layer 2 for Ethereum. Atomic transfer, secure transfers, and immediate transaction settlement for multi-party transactions built into layer 1. These are the same kind of conversations you're having over with Cardano that they're having over here at Algorand. And you can see this project has a lot more going on for it. But you can also download the app and stake there. And here's the founder, Silvio Macaulay. He's over at the MIT Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department. Now, MIT, in terms of blockchain and the technology, the fintech behind digital assets moving forward, has been, for the most part, pioneered by a select few places, MIT being one of them. Right now, you know, you have Silicon Valley is obviously a big player in that. You have some development coming out of Korea and Japan. You have some coming out of Singapore, London, New York has a little bit of it, but MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, definitely a big player in the fintech space. So if you're going to get into this project, you're going to want to know where you could stake it and what you can do with it. But let me talk about the price action. So it's got a $1.6 billion market cap. Well, what is Cardano at? 28. So we'll just round up to 2, and that's 14, right? So we could say it could 14x from where it's at right now, right? Because all it has to do is achieve something close to $28 billion market cap from 1.6, and you'd be looking at least a $15 Algorand coin, obviously sitting at 117. So I think this project, all it has to do is catch up to Cardano, which is reasonable. Neither of them have projects being built on them, but they have flashy tech. So I don't see why Algorand can't actually achieve the Cardano market cap. Now, the big thing that we always are looking at is the network effect, how many wallets are downloaded, and that's like the big selling point that all these projects have, because that's how many users or signups, if you want to call them that. Wallet downloads or wallets are basically like the equivalent of Facebook getting a sign up, or a social media network getting signups. So when they say how many wallets they have, that's the big thing. Right now, Cardano's far ahead of them in terms of wallets, but Algorand is coming up. It is moving. It is really coming up, and that's what I like about it. Now, when it comes to staking, if you actually go onto stakingrewards.com, you can get some additional information on this staking rewards. But you could see on here, they do have quite a few that are mentioned. Hotbit 7.11%, Binance staking 7.49%. I believe it's 5% on Coinbase, but they didn't even mention Coinbase on here. But I think if you go to their app, it's 7 or 8% for staking rewards. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you put in, I don't know, however much you got, $2,500, $5,000, or $500. You put in $500 worth of Algorand, and you know you're going to sit on it for a year, you're going to earn rewards with it. Well, if you're in the XRP or something like that, where are you going to stake it? You're not going to get any rewards. So I think when people find out about Algorand and the staking, they're going to be just as drawn to it as they would be maybe to Cardano. Now, the circulating supply doesn't make it in the penny range. You're going to be buying it, in the $1 to $10 range as it continues to move up. But Cardano, obviously, high circulating supply, so it's hard for the price to move up, kind of like what you see with Doge. And the retailers, they love anything they can get for like 7 cents. They're like, wow, I can buy a bunch of these Doge coins for 7 cents. That's great, because that's the price of Doge. Well, if you could flash back 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, you could buy Doge for under a penny and you could really load up, right? Well, same kind of deal has been the case with Algorand. Since I bought it, it's 3x, 4x, but I think it's still got a lot of room to grow. And I'm showing you guys how I come to that conclusion based on a reasonable forecasting model, and that is, I think it can be on par with where Cardano is based on what it's working on. So if you look at the founder here, you could get some more information on him. I would highly recommend that you guys brush up on that. Also follow them on Twitter here. You could see they've got a lot of information that you can stay privy to. This is the major milestone for our community to access and realize the simplicity and benefits of stablecoins on Algorand. Cardano just rolled out their stablecoin. I believe it's I can't even remember what its acronym is, but it's AUD, USD, or something like that. But I would definitely also recommend following Silvio Macaulay. I think he's a guy you're going to want to follow if you're going to get into this project, or you're considering getting into the project. Obviously, Algorand Foundation. Those are all great for following. But they do have an app. You can stake it there. That simplifies everything for you. So take a look at it over there. But again, if you don't want to give it the same market cap as Cardano, and you think it can compete with Ethereum, then you're talking almost $100 coin for. I mean, if you give it this market cap that Ethereum has right now, and you say that Algorand is going to be better. Now, I'm not going to say that, because you guys know I wouldn't dare put it on that level in terms of passing Ethereum just yet. I don't think it has that much gusto, but I think it has enough pop off the bat to get some action. But if it did achieve this, and let's just say that Ethereum reached $1 billion market cap and Algorand's at 1/5 the price, sitting at 202, I mean, you guys can do the math on that. That would be like $100 Algorand coin. So it would have won 100x. But for the sake of this video, I'm saying realistically forecasting, you could say that it could reach Cardano. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think that Algorand has what it takes to be a $100 coin, a $15 coin, a $5 coin? Either way, it's sitting at $1. I think it's still a really good acquisition, and the staking rewards are pretty fair. So let me know what you guys think about this project. So if you guys are new to Blockchain Bullz, I haven't made a video in a while. I was out of town. Now I'm back. We've got training videos here, coin reviews. You can see Theta. Good old Theta has been really doing good. Polkadot, I made this over a month ago when Polkadot was like at $6. Now it's sitting at over $25. I mean, it's been a real opportunity here. This was when Doge was below a penny. So if you keep up with this channel, sometimes we find some gems, sometimes we don't. But lots of videos on here that you can watch, these 12 low cap lotto tickets. That's something you guys can check out. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing and keeping up with us.